All right, number 5. This one wants us to find the z-score. So I'm looking for the z-value such that the area under the normal curve to the left is 0.52. So 50%. So this is a backward application of what we've been doing. So before, they were giving us the z-value, and then we were finding the area. Well, this time, they are giving us the area, and I'm looking for this z number down here. Now, the area to the left was 52, basically 52%, so I know it's got to be to the right of 0, so it's going to be some positive number. And it's telling me that the area under here is 0.52. And you know we get 4 decimal places, so I'm going to put 0.5200. So this time, I'm going to be looking in the table to find the closest thing I can to 52.5200. And then once I find that, I'm going to write down the z-value. So because this is greater than 50% and I'm saying area to the left, I know I need to be on the right, because if I start at 0 and go to the left, that's exactly 50%. But since I'm over 50%, I'm at 52. That means my number has to be positive. If it had been less than 50, I know it would have been negative going to the left. So I'm going to pull up this table. This gives you the full normal curve. So you're going to be looking in the inside at these numbers here. And I'm trying to find the closest thing to 50%. So notice as you go down the table, the numbers are increasing. So if I start at negative, it's zeros. And then I got 18, 20, 40, and then here I got 50. So if I go across, I'm looking for 52. So I got 51, 5160, 5199, and I got 5239. So I don't see 52 exactly, but it happens between these two numbers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the one that is closest to 52. So if I compare this number, it's 52, it's 39 above. If I compare this number, it is basically 1 below. If I add 1 to this 99, it'll go up. So this number is closest. What z-value does that represent? So this is 0.001234, 5. So this looks like 0.05 positive. So I'm saying that this z-value is 0.05. So it's a backwards application. They give you the area, you got to find the z-value. So 0.05. Now, you can also find this with StatCrunch. So stat, calculator, normal, all of this is the normal distribution. We are finding the area to the left, and instead of putting it by z, I'm going to come over here to area and say 0.52. So we're looking for this area. You put the area, and it's going to tell you the z-value. So it gives me the exact z-value, 0.0501. But we always round our z-values to 2, so that 0.05, you can see, matches what we rounded to 2 decimal places. So my z-value is 0.05. All right, number 6, again, we are finding the z-score such that the area under the curve to the right is 11. So I'm going to draw it out, and I'm going to let StatCrunch do it for me. So I'm looking for a z-value such that the area to the right is 11. So since it's such a small percent, again, I know it has to be a positive number. This is going to be 11%, 0.11, and I'm going to go ahead and put 2 zeros because we always get 4 decimal places. So I would look in the table for the closest thing to this. Now, if I'm looking at positive numbers, remember, it's only going to tell me the area to the left. So if I'm looking at positive numbers, I would either need to think about 1 minus this area to the right, 1 minus 0.11, and that would give me 0.89. So I would either need to look in the positives and look for 0.89, because that's going to tell me the area to the left. That's what this area is. It's not going to show me the 11. I will look for 0.89 on the positive side, or remember the area to the right is equal to the area to the left of the opposite. I could look up in the table and the area to the left, find the z value, whatever this number is, such that this is 0.11. And then once I found that negative, that would be equal to whatever this is, but just be positive. So I can look up 0.89 in the positive side, or I can look up 0.11 in the negative side. I will show you both of those are the same, but if I wanted to do StatCrunch area, I'm going to go ahead and change this to the right. I'm going to change this to 0.11. And it is giving me 1.23. So if I go to my Z chart, 1.23, that should be the number, or if I look up negative 1.23, that should be the Z value that is the closest. But again, we're on the positive side because we want the area to the right to be 11. This is the one I want. So let me use the table and show you that as well. So if I go to the table, if I look up negative 1.20.123, this number is 1093. So it's not quite 11. 11 happens between here and here. If you look at the very back, 97, this is about, sorry, 93, this is about 7 off. If I add 7, this will go up to 11. This is 12 above. So this number is closer. So it's, again, the negative 1.23, not exact, but it's close enough. And that gives you about 11%. Now, if I was looking in the positive side, remember, I'm going to have to find 0.89. I'm going to go to the positive side. If I look up 1.23, this is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 89. You see that's also 7 above. And then this is 12 below, because if you add 12, that'll go up to 89. So again, this one is closest, and it's not exact, but that's what you would do using the table. But we got it from StatCrunch, so we're going to just type in 1.23.